there any update on the Anthony status?
Not yet. Still gonna go work out.
If D'Anthony does go, do you anticipate going to 9 guys, or would you prefer to stick with 8?
Yeah, I don't know yet. Think about that until when I get the information. Yeah.
I guess what can you kind of expect out of D'Anthony, especially when he hasn't played since I think it was April 12th last time he played. I guess how confident would you feel with a guy like him and a guy like Jay?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a tough situation, right? It's been, I mean, April 12th he played a few minutes, and it was a couple months before that, and he played 2 games, and it was a couple months before that. So it's been a long time, so I think it makes it a little difficult. But if he's feeling good, you know, he's a guy that does a little bit of everything, right? And maybe time to throw him in there. We'll see. Just want to see how he's feeling. Right?
Kelly's been open about wanting to put his fingerprints on this series a little more on both ends of the floor. What do you hope to see from him in these home games?
Well, he's put his fingerprint on the series. I noticed you were clear and said both ends. He's been really good defensively, right? Really worked hard. But yeah, I think we got to, you know, I think that he has focused really a lot on defense and used a lot of his energy there and a lot of his maybe just mental mindset there. But yeah, he's a guy that usually is not bashful about finding a way to get a shot or 6 up, right? So we need to just get him feeling good and going for it a little bit. Yeah, and again, help him get him in some areas where he can do it.
Coach, obviously Josh Hart didn't shoot the 3 ball very well in the regular season. Now it seems like he can't miss. Just are you trusting that he's able to knock down the 3 at this high of a clip in the playoffs, or are you going to go off of what you saw?
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, I think I got asked that question yesterday at the press conference about it, and like we talked about it at halftime. I mean, got to the point at halftime of game 2, and he was 8 of his last 9.
Yeah.
It's time to make an adjustment. So we got to do a little better, a little differently in the second half. Yep.
Nick, does the crowd factor? I mean, their crowd was great for the first 2. Do you think it would be something for your guys?
Hopefully. I mean, that's what home playoffs are supposed to be about, right? Your crowd takes it up to another level and pushes your guys. Yep.
It's been said that the role players tend to shoot better at home. Has that been your experience? Do you mind that?
I think people say that a lot about they play better, right? I think they play better at home in the playoffs. Yeah, I think that's probably true. I think everybody probably plays better at home. If you looked at all the data, I think you could probably certainly find a bunch of instances to make that a true statement. Yeah.
How are you guys able to close the rebounding gap between game 1 and game 2, and then maybe what else do you feel like? Because you mentioned yesterday still wanting to clean some of that up. What's on your mind as far as that?
I mean, we still got to do better, right? I mean, I think we did a much better job of all the things that I was talking about, checking out more bodies, jumping higher. You saw us getting in the air for more defensive rebounds than we were in game 1, right? But it's a 48-minute job, right? It's a challenge. We're really good at it.
Nick, I know you touched on the role players. When it comes to your bench guys, what would you like to see more from them, especially as you guys get back here in front of this home crowd?
Well, I think that, you know, the biggest thing is that it feels to me like we've been in a situation twice where we've kind of got off to a good start, really good first quarters. Second quarter, we need to play a little bit better at the defensive end, I think, because it seemed like we were, again, in game 1, I think they shot 16 free throws in the second quarter. In game 2, they shot 10. So obviously we're fouling way too much, and that's putting us playing against a set defense over and over in that quarter. So that's one thing that we do. That unit that plays to start the second quarter just needs to be a little more solid.
I think Isaiah Hartenstein's RGB product, such as yourself. What do you make of his rounding into such a postseason force?
Yeah, I think it's awesome. I think it shows you that, you know, a guy that just plays really hard and plays his role to the utmost of his ability, plays with no fear, great team guy, all that stuff can be super successful and have a super impact on a team.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, Coach.
Okay, thanks, everybody. Enjoy the game.
Thanks.
So Mitch went on the injury report. He okay?
Yeah, he went through shoot around, so he's fine.
Your Villanova guys won a lot of games in this building. When you see them play together, can you tell that they've been playing together for as long as they have?
Well, I think, it's different. They're a lot different than they were when they were at Villanova, so they've all had experiences. Dante's been with 4 different teams, same thing. Josh's been around, Jalen's been with a couple teams. So I think from each experience they learn and they grow. So it's a plus.
He's playing. He's good.
Yeah, he's gonna warm up, and he went through shoot around, so he should be fine.
So, Coach, Josh's shooting obviously has been important through the series so far. Probably anticipate some adjustments coming. If you guys kind of discuss what that might look like.
Yeah, each game's different. Just the game tells you what to do. So if he's, if they're over helping or they're overloading to one player and move the ball, create open shots for each other. And I'd say that the biggest thing is we're scoring a lot of points because of a guy like Jalen's going to command a lot of attention. Then it's up to us to make sure we're making the right reads. And so I think we're first in fast break points. We're first in offensive rebounds. We're first in third in made threes. Right, so that's how we have to play.
Coach, obviously OG's biggest impact is going to come defensively, but what have you seen from him offensively in this series?
Yeah, same thing. The game's going to tell you, get out, and, run the floor, be ready to shoot, move the ball, move without the ball. So the game dictates what you do.
How important has Isaiah been for your 2-0 start here?
Yeah, and I think Mitch too. Our center play has been very good. I think when you look at the way Mitch has played, and then Isaiah, you need both of those guys to play well. Obviously, a guy like Embiid, you're not guarding him individually, you're guarding him with your team. And so, offensively, Isaiah gives us different things, but Mitch's offensive rebounding is huge for us as well.
There's been a lot of talk, obviously, about Jalen's shooting the first couple games. Embiid has shot below his averages the first couple games. Is there anything specifically you guys have done that you think is?
No, I mean, you don't guard those. You got to guard those guys with your team, and so Embiid commands a lot of attention, right? So we have to get in and get out. You got to do more than one thing. And as I said, like the point about Jalen is how he runs the team. And we offensively, we're the number 1 rated offense right now in the playoffs. So he's done his job, right? Just read the game. If they overhelp, make the play.
You mentioned that you have to kind of take what the game shows you. What do you think that it's been about your team that different guys through game 1 and game 2 have been ready when they're the ones?
Yeah, trust. That's the way we've played all year. So trust the pass. Again, anytime we can get 2 onto the ball, we like that. We know that if we make the second pass, we're going to get a great shot. We're also going to put you in rotation, and if we put you in rotation, we feel we create a big advantage on the boards. So that's the way we want to play, and then we want to play fast. We want to get down the floor. But the offensive rebounding has also led to a lot of threes. So it's everything working together.
Been some pushing and shoving after whistles. Is that, given the importance of each possession in a game like this, is that something that you have talked to your team about in terms of how you want to see them respond in those situations?
Well, I just think that's sort of the nature of the playoffs. You're playing the same opponent over and over again, so it heightens with each game. But I think it's been hard fought and it's been clean.
Thanks, Coach.
Yep.